You clicked on this video because you're trying to get in the gym and you don't know where to start. Well, guess what? I got you. If you're the type of person that gets very overwhelmed and your anxiety goes through the roof first thing when you walk into the gym because there's so much going on, we're gonna help you out today with how to structure your workout routine if you're looking to build muscle. If you enjoy the content, drop me one of these, subscribe to the channel for more fitness content. First things first, when we're starting in the gym, we gotta start with our goals. We gotta set realistic goals. So when you get in the gym, you need to get a clear plan on what it is you're trying to achieve, and this is gonna be where you need to begin. When setting goals, you wanna use the SMART method. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. So set SMART goals before we ever step foot in the gym. Building muscle takes time and it takes dedication. It is absolutely critical that you set achievable milestones along the way so that you can stay motivated, you won't get discouraged, and you'll stick to the plan. You gotta remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Consistency is key. Next, we need to have an understanding of the basics when it comes to muscle building. So when it comes to muscle building, your favorite exercises are gonna be your compound movements. So compound movements consist of squats, deadlifts, bench presses. These are gonna be the big three when it comes to compound movements. There's many more. Those are the fitness industry standards. So those are great ones to use when you're first starting to build muscle. So a compound movement is an exercise that uses multiple muscle groups at once, so you get the best bang for your buck when it comes to doing a compound lift. Also, when it comes to building muscle, you wanna make sure you're using progressive overload. So progressive overload is when you make your workouts harder over time. So either adding weight, adding sets, or adding reps. These are all ways to make your workouts harder over time. This way you never hit a plateau and you're always making progress, getting stronger, building muscle. So when it comes to actually designing your workout routine, I suggest at least 3 days a week in the gym lifting weights. At least 3, preferably 4 if you can. But what I'll suggest, if you're a beginner, start out with 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You wanna make sure you're hitting every muscle group equally. You don't wanna overtrain your upper body or overtrain your lower body so you're not proportional. Make sure you're hitting every muscle group at least once or twice a week. This may look like a push-pull legs routine. It could be an upper body, lower body, full body split. It really doesn't matter. It all depends on what you wanna do. I would suggest if you're only doing 3 days a week, do a full body workout 3 days a week, and this would be a great place to get you started. As you get more advanced down the road, you can start adding in the bro split and things like that. But when you're first starting, all you really need is a full body split or even a push-pull legs. That's where I would suggest you starting at when you're a beginner. If a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule does not work for you, adjust it a little bit to fit your schedule. Just do something that works for you. It doesn't matter what days you go, just make sure you're going at least 3 to 4 days a week. Remember, variety is key. So mix up your workouts. You don't want to do the same thing over and over again, because when you'll get bored of it until your body will get used to it, so you won't see the same results over a long period of time. I know your main goal is to build muscle. You also need to remember that it's very important to maintain your cardiovascular health as well. I would suggest on maybe a 4th day or 5th day of the week, incorporating some kind of cardio in your routine. You don't want to completely cut it out. Your heart health is very important, so incorporate some kind of cardio into your workouts as well. But that's a whole nother video in itself. Today we're talking strictly on building muscle. Not only do you need days in the gym working out, you also need your rest days. Rest days are very important. You have to incorporate rest days into your routine. You can't just work out every single day. You're eventually gonna overtrain your body and you're gonna do more harm than good. So incorporate rest days. Depending on what your schedule looks like, this may be every other training day. This may be every 2 training days. This may be on the weekends. That's what I typically do. I'll take the weekends off, and this is good for my recovery days. And lastly, you wanna make sure you're tracking your progress. This is critical to make sure you're making progress over time. You don't wanna hit a plateau and stay at that same strength level forever. So you gotta track your workouts so you know that you're making progress over time. Track what workouts you do, track your reps, track your sets, track your intensity level. I highly suggest using an app to do this on your phone. There are tons of fitness apps out there nowadays that will track everything for you, and it will even put up in a nice little graph for you so you can see your progress over time. Hopefully that graph is constantly increasing. That's what we want to see. So use the app because you can put the reps and sets right in there easily just from the click of a button, and then you always have that data in there forever. You can always go back and see what you did the workout before. You can see what you did a year before, a month before. Whatever it is you're trying to track, that's where you can see the progress over time. So I highly suggest tracking your progress so that you know you're getting stronger, you know you're putting on muscle, because at the end of the day, that's the whole goal. So that's a wrap on structuring your workout routine for beginners